If you click this video, it's because you're interested in learning Japanese and you wonder if learning Japanese with video games is actually an efficient method. I'm going to give my opinion on this with just 11 months of study and having learned English by myself, porque soy un nativo del español. I don't think that there's an efficient method, like as long as you're able to do it for as long as you can without tiring yourself and you're actually learning the language, that's probably the best method for you. Although in this video I'm going to be explaining why I think that learning languages with video games is not really efficient. There's people that could argue that going at your own pace is actually a good thing. And on most things in life I actually do agree with that statement. But I think that in language learning, going at your own pace could be something that slows down your Japanese. Learning a language with video games gets you to actually be more complacent because, for example, if it's an story video game, they are made to read everything with patience. You need to understand most of the things, because if not, I mean, why are you playing a history video game? When you compare this to an anime or to a drama, you can see how clearly this is going to be more efficient because they are talking at their own pace, not at yours. And you're not going to be stuck at your very slow pace if you are starting to learn the language and you're trying to learn it with video games. Another point it is that anime and drama is just more natural spoken language. You can actually argue that anime is just not that natural when compared to drama, but like it's probably more natural than playing a video game, right? There's not really much other types of video games that are actually useful for language learning besides history games. You could argue that MMORPGs are good, but like most of the time you're going to just be farming on them and there's not really much vocabulary on that. Even if you do socialize with people, you're going to be saying things like kill that thing, or like voice that thing, or like kill me because I'm going to die. Like, it's just ridiculous. You're not going to learn much from that. The only caveat to this argument that I'm making, it's just if you play VR chat, because that game is actually good to practice your speaking because it's just a role play game, right? Or like even if you're not role playing in that game, you can just talk with people and like you're going to improve your speaking in there. So if you don't have a money to pay a lesson, or if you don't have friends to talk with that are learning your language, then that's probably the better way to go. When you compare how easy it is to reveal words on something that you're watching rather than on something that you're playing, it makes sense that you're going to learn more words at the thing that you're watching. It's not that it's actually difficult, it just takes longer. So you need to rely on things like OCR, which is just an external program, right? So here's an example of reviewing something in an anime. Here's an example of reviewing something in a video game. If you really want to learn with video games, I will say that you wait at least to have an intermediate level, which in Japanese will be something of an around of N2 to N3, and in the scale Europe level it will be something of an around of B1 to B2, if you want to make it efficient and enjoyable. But like I said in the disclaimer, if you can't stand doing anything else, just learn with games if that's the thing that you enjoy the most, even if you have to review something. Thank you for paying me your attention, and if this was helpful to you, I would like that you give me a like and subscribe to my channel.